Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Romana if you don't know me already, and this is Watermelon Fitness. Welcome to a happy, joyful space where we aim to train, work hard, but also be mindful and present and in the flow of life. So let's get straight to today's video. It's dedicated to my fabulous friend and client, Beth, who I have trained with for over 2 years now, and I'm very, very lucky to have her in my life. And she has been training a very interesting move, and she asked for specifically headstand tips. So that's what we are talking about today: how to get a headstand if you don't have one already in your practice, how to get better at holding your headstand if you're already there but you want to make it stronger, and yeah, all things headstands. And I'm really excited to get straight to it. Before we begin, please make sure that you're subscribed. It really helps my channel thrive and get people to the channel because it's a new one, and I'm always interested in connecting with new people. So please do send it on to your friends if you think your friends would like it, and please click the please click the notification bell so you make sure you don't miss a new video, and click the comment section so that you can leave me a comment and let me know what you thought of the video, what you liked, what you didn't like, what you'd like to see more of. And without further ado, let's get straight to it. So I've got my mat right here. That's all you need. And if you have a thicker mat, that could be really good. If you have a wall, that could also be really good, or a couch that you can fall onto. I have fallen many times. I would prefer if you didn't fall. So try and make this as safe as possible. Don't go up until you feel confident that you have your headstand and your balance. So we'll talk first about a little bit of a warm up. So before we begin, head position. We want to be at a triangle. So imagine you have your forearms, parallel, and then bring your fingers to interlace, and then you have this kind of equilateral triangle, equilatero in Italian, and you're going to gently push your head into, so you're touching the ground with this part of the head, and you're going to gently press your elbows down, and you're going to lift and just feel how that feels. How do you feel upside down? Do you feel like the neck is slightly too far one way or the other? We want the neck to be really aligned so the chin is tucked. We're not doing this and we're not crunching. So to begin, let's do a little bit of a head warm up. So we're going to go tuck the chin in and stick the head out, tuck the chin in, stick the head out. So just to understand how these two positions feel. It's a bit of a weird exercise, a bit like a pigeon, but it's useful. Forward, back, forward, back. Then we're going to go right ear to right shoulder, left ear to left shoulder, right ear to right shoulder, very gentle, left ear to left shoulder. Gently bring the chin to the chest and just very slowly apply some pressure to the base of the head, imagining that you're pulling up and forward. So we're getting the stretch all through the traps this way. Then we'll go slightly to the left, slightly to the right, and again left and right. Fabulous. And then we are going to do some pelvic tilts. So I'd prefer if you did these standing or lying down. So same movement from standing or lying down. So I'm going tucking in, making this space smaller, pushing away, making this space bigger. Belly button in, and stick the bum out to the floor. So when I say stick the bum out, I'm creating a bit of a curve in the back. Suck it in and out. In and out. Why are we doing this? Because sometimes in our headstand, we tend to do this shape or this shape. We want to be, again, neutral with the pelvis. You can do the same thing from standing, and you would do that and that, crunching and out. So once you understand where the pelvis is in those two positions, then you can know where the pelvis is when you're in your headstand. So first part, we'll just quickly stretch the wrist out. So fingertips towards your knees, all the directions going to the side, shoulders Just moving, a little bit of movement into the shoulders, wrists, just so we know that we have that proprioception. And we are going to begin again with that position. So interlacing, we've got the forearms parallel, hands come to meet. They create this little pillow for your head. This part of your head touches the ground and the rest is supported by the hands. And I want to make sure that when I'm here, I am using the elbows to press into the floor. Now, the next position I want us to get to is this. So, knees are tucked in, pushing the elbows down and guiding the toes up. Belly button is in. Slowly down. Just notice how that feels. Were you able to float a little? Were you too scared to come off the ground? It didn't feel safe enough? A big common mistake that I see in my yoga classes is that people start to arch the spine. If I'm arching, I can't safely lift my legs because everything will go to one side. So that's why we're really looking for this position, which is then the same position as you would have in a handstand. Belly button in. So you see, shoulders and hips are all one. If I'm doing this or this, I'm likely to fall over. So that said, please, please, please don't move on from this step until you've mastered the hovering off the ground in this little ball shape. Then once you're really comfy there, that's when you'll be able to extend up, right? Another big thing is your core. Use your core when you're up there. Engage the ribs. Belly button is switched on. Glutes are switched on. Everything is working in this beautiful straight line. So moving it on, I'm going to stick this up here. Once you've mastered that level, so first of all, please, please, please get to that point first where you're hovering. So once more, forearms parallel, driving the elbows into the floor, and we're tucking into our little ball. Now, once you've got this tuck really, really good, and you could be here all day, so maybe holding it for 10 seconds without too much of a shake, you're going to start to extend the leg up, but keep this leg down so that you still have this ability to come down towards the ground if you feel that there's a risky position up there. Then we could start to bend the knees, see if you can catch your balance, maybe move slowly here, but maybe you start to bring the legs together, belly button in, and just balancing there. Slowly, really, really slowly, one leg at a time, coming to meet the ground. Take a moment on the exit to really rest the head, the forehead down. Stay in child's pose for about 5 breaths. Fill the belly, inhale. And exhale. You really want that forehead on the mat. Come up slowly and gently, keep the chin tucked, and then you're out. So it can be a bit disorienting when you're coming back around. You can feel a little bit of a twinge in the neck, if maybe you've positioned the neck in the wrong way. But the really important thing here is to experiment as much as possible. Now, the reason I mentioned a wall is that you could actually start to kick up. The problem with kicking up when you're not really confident with the ball position is that if you keep kicking up, because you have the wall there to save you, you're just going to keep kicking up and the wall will put you into position. You're not putting yourself in the position. Does that make sense? So if I'm, for example, using my couch to fall because I can't go up, I can't balance, so I'm just playing with this, then I get to the couch, but I haven't actually passed through my shape at all. I'm just in this weird kind of back bend. And then also, if my back isn't warmed up, I'm getting into these back bends that are quite severe because I'm jerking myself into them. It can be cause of injury or just put you off practicing them full stop. So I would recommend maybe having somebody, if you've got a partner or a flatmate or a sister or brother, mother, father, whoever you have, maybe they can spot your hips and you could try and do your ball position. And if you're scared of tumbling this way, you could have a couch or a wall, or they could be spotting the hips. But do not spot the legs, spot the hips and make sure that person, you can really trust them and make sure that they know what they're doing before then you start to do your first kick up. But I hope this helps if you're venturing into... But yes, I really, really hope this helps if you're venturing into headstands for the first time. I recommend doing vinyasa, because a lot of times in vinyasa classes they get you to practice dolphin and inversions. So it could be a really good place to start in a safe environment or a class, because teachers are very experienced in spotting, which means they're just helping you get up. Maybe a personal trainer, maybe a friend who has done it before who can help you get there. So do try this with caution and be really, really careful. Please don't blame me for any injuries. Please practice safely and be really, really careful before you get to the next stages. So really take your time, be patient. And the main thing is, things don't happen overnight. Just try to know that the more you practice, the more you can achieve your goals. It doesn't happen if you don't practice. So just try to be really disciplined if that's one of your goals, and practice it as much as possible, and ask for help, don't forget. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave me a comment if you did, give me a like and follow for more. So subscribe and follow me on Instagram, watermelon_fitness_ and yoga. And yeah, thank you for being here through to the end. I hope you have a wonderful day or night wherever you are. Thanks for watching. Power to you, and see you in the next video. Bye. Don't forget to practice safely.